We have a division called Nielsen.âWe, and Nielsen.âWe's core business is to measure the performance of campaigns. We've seen two important things from Nielsen.âWe. One is that there seems to be a 1 plus 1 equals 3 approach to reaching people across multiple platforms. That if you're looking to drive your brand message forward, you achieve better results if you reach someone across more platforms than if you only use one specific platform. And we're also seeing within that evaluation that things like video ad network inventory does very well in driving a consumer's brand forward.
What about the issue of analytics and how usage is tracked?
You know, Nielsen obviously is aggressively trying to measure video. We want to measure video regardless of the platform it's being exposed on. We want to measure video regardless of how it gets to the consumer. We have a product called Video Census, which is an online specific product, which is able to measure the audience to Hulu, the audience to different video ad network providers. We have our TV data, and then as I described, we have an integrated panel where we are combining TV and online together, which to a specific planner question would allow them to look at how does online video work relative to TV in driving the reach and frequency of a brand campaign forward. Our job is not to say one media is better than the other. We're Switzerland. Our job is to create the analytic framework so that a planner is able to sit down, look at all of their video assets together, and figure out the right way to integrate them together to optimize plans. What you saw today from the research Travis showed is that generally we're seeing that there are advertisers who may be buying beyond saturation on TV, and when you cut some of those dollars back and move them to online video, because there are some consumers who rely primarily on online video from a consumption perspective, you're able to generate new incremental reach points. We actually don't see cord cutting going on. We see two different behaviors existing. One is there's cord swapping, so people are swapping out from Cablevision, their triple play of digital TV, high-speed internet, and telephone to some other providers because of the cost to save money. So there's a lot of cord swapping where people still have digital TV and they still have high-speed internet, but they're just going from, say, cable to satellite. But the other thing that we're seeing that's interesting is that we're seeing this emerging group of 25 to 34-year-old, first time in their own apartment, first time on their own, and this group is going right to no cable with high-speed internet. Now these are people who are generally light media consumers, and they just seem to be making that choice partially because of lifestyle, partially because of economics. Our job is to keep up with the technology, so when we start to see a real growth in usage of over-the-top devices and people accessing network content through Xbox or Apple TV, we need to capture that the same way we capture TV in today's world. I think there is pent-up demand for dollars moving to online. You know, online share of consumers' media time has always been much greater than online share of national marketers' ad dollars. And online video provides a new way for them to use the online to reach people with different types of creative than banner ads and rich media ads. So I think first is to sort of watch how much of that pent-up demand drives budgets forward. The other issue, I think, is what happens in terms of content. I mean, content is king. If someone makes a great piece of content, whether it's CSI or The Office, some of it just depends upon what content goes online, when it goes online, and how it's used by the consumer. So I think it's sort of, there's a market view and there's a consumer view, and we can only watch. I mean, the thing that makes this industry really fun is it's changing every day. I mean, yesterday you had the announcement that Viacom was now back in business with Hulu, where Viacom had taken their content off Hulu 8 months ago. So I think a lot of it is going to depend upon what happens with content providers wanting to have their content available on an immediate basis online.